Fox, that isn't it?
Oh, you got. Oh. I'll do the rabbit.
All right. Hi guys, welcome to the stream today. I'm Mark from Q Games, and sitting here with me today are two of the original programmers from Star Fox 1. With me today, Giles.
Yes.
And Dylan Cuthbert.
Nice to meet you. See you again.
We're going to be playing this, starting with Giles. They haven't ever played this game together. Is that...
No.
I've never played it.
I've never played it.
What's this game again?
Riveting.
Yeah.
So, Giles, if you'll start us off, and I'll just read the questions as they come.
Oh, you got this?
Yeah.
No, already.
Yeah. Don't even.
Hang on, push start.
Oh, isn't this a bit with that training part?
Do we want...
We play the training part for 30 minutes, that's it, right? And
No, yeah.
that's all we did when we made the game.
Do we want the upside down one or not? Because nowadays, young ones don't do that.
I don't know, yeah. It's
What do you do?
difficult.
Do you have the
Let's have
upside
a go.
down thing
Have
or
a go.
not?
Let's see.
Oh, it makes sense, doesn't it?
It's just a bit difficult to aim thing when you've got a cursor in front, right? Either way, it's fine, isn't it?
All right, Twitter, what do you, Twitch, what do you think?
Yeah, what
do you think? So far, we have use A, come on, tell us what to do.
That's the same. That's down is down, up is up.
I think Control A. Let's do Control A.
They have no idea how
It's
to
okay,
play this
yeah.
game.
I've no, yeah.
Do you want to
It's
get
been a
more
long...
training?
I think you should play the training.
All right, A it is.
It's important to do training. It's a shame all the text is in Japanese.
So when is the last time you both actually played this game?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Towards the end, when it actually became a game, because for the longest time, it wasn't much fun to play. And all of a sudden, it just suddenly clicked. Yeah.
What's the big...
So when did you two actually meet?
You're pretty good, aren't you? An Arwing software.
In
Basically.
In Jez's
It's
bedroom.
his bedroom.
1992? When?
No, 89, I think.
1989? You guys have known each other?
Yeah, I was 17, he was 18. Because I joined out when I was 17. And he wasn't there for the first few weeks because he was off in Ibiza or something.
Getting what?
Greece, wasn't it? But you were getting something for sure. And then he suddenly turned up, looking very tanned.
I mean, look at him now. So
Nothing changes.
So for anybody just tuning in, we're playing Star Fox with the original programmers for the first time ever.
25 years.
25 years.
You're supposed to match what the...
Look at how Giles' head is where the face is on the message. And Giles, because you're sitting back a bit, it looks really small.
My head is small.
It is small, not that small.
I can't believe we're actually checking it. It's just random. You're just playing it. You're not actually
Yeah, I don't
seeing
think
it.
this ever ends. I think the train, it just keeps going, right? It just keeps looping. You programmed this.
I know, I can't remember when...
Didn't you put some? Oh, you put those little cones in, didn't you? With the little play around with shooting at objects.
I think you did those robot walking things.
Yeah, but they just pulled them off from another level. I didn't actually go into this training stage. Look, texture map.
Yeah.
One texture map.
Oh,
Yeah, they really are.
they were used as like a special thing.
Yeah. Don't think it's ever going to finish. Yeah, I think it's ever going to finish.
So what are some of the biggest things that, like, you take pride in from the game?
That we got it finished.
That you got it.
Well, it's a very tight schedule.
I think
It took less than a year, didn't it?
yeah, I think the amount of content.
For that time, I mean, look how many stages there are, and each is like very individual.
And it just seems big.
Yeah.
Feels big, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually quite small.
Is Corneria just one image flipped over? Because that graphic looks really strange.
That was like the height of rendering technology in a day. Like a shaded sphere with a texture map on it. It was like, whoa.
I spent fucking ages doing this.
Whose idea
This
was
bit,
this?
yeah,
This
it's
was
like
Miyamoto and me
yeah,
just iterating over and over.
over and over. Yeah, I remember you. And him swearing every day. I
Tried all sorts of things. Tried all sorts of things.
Very distinctive, though, isn't it? It's one of the things most people remember from the game. Along with this beginning music. The Corneria stage music is amazing.
We don't have any real cheese.
No, it's going to take a while, isn't it? I think. Well, if you die, then I'll take over, and then if I die, you take over. And we'll see how far we can get.
So you guys met in 1989,
Yeah.
and you were just outsourced to Nintendo. But like Argonaut just flew over.
Well, not outsourced. We were kind of we were making a game and we were showing it to Nintendo, and Nintendo really kind of well, they didn't know how to do 3D.
Which game is this?
Like just pre Star Fox, SNES kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
They were going to do 3D games.
Yes, originally. We didn't know.
We
But we
had it
didn't.
working.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know that SNES was coming out. So when we showed that to Nintendo, Nintendo said, "Oh, have a look at this one. We're making behind closed doors," and showed us the SNES. And let us take one home with us. Yeah, with no I mean, there must have been an NDA, but we actually had F-Zero and the SNES pre-release, pre-Japanese release in England, in this little house in London. Nintendo were very trusting. Doubt they do that now. Well, don't use all the smart buttons. We're going to have trouble later on in the game.
That boost doesn't. I think it's controller. Is that extra boost?
No, it's got delay on it, hasn't it? I thought. Oh, there's another controller. Stop it. They're getting old, aren't they, these controllers? I did that guy. Yeah.
It's funny how you remember the little things.
It does come back. It does.
Do you remember who did which bosses?
Roughly.
Because they were the most time-consuming.
Yeah.
We took turns.
Yeah, we took turns. Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely remember the bosses. Most of them.
What was the boss on this one?
You did this one, didn't you? One of the big opening thing on the. Yeah, this one. This is you. Because you kind of like these big kind of making them come over the top of the camera. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, Starblade. Yeah.
So we're getting some questions in.
Okay.
Who did the weird rabbit boss?
The weird rabbit boss?
Hey, that's what it says.
Where's the weird rabbit boss? There's a weird rabbit boss? Wait a minute, is this different? Maybe this is a different game.
What does it look like?
Yeah, what is it? Maybe you just thought it was a rabbit. I mean the chicken, the double-headed chicken.
Did you mean the double-headed chicken? Let us know.
Yeah.
Move. Is it true you guys programmed the proof of concept in a garage?
No. We were in a
bedroom.
Yeah. It's like a I suppose it's more like a warehouse at that point, wasn't it? Oh, well, not. We were kind of in a warehouse.
Oh, no, really? No, it was still in Jesse's house, wasn't it?
I think we.
That warehouse.
Haven't they moved to the other side of Mill Hill at that point? I can't remember. I think it was in the warehouse, a horrible kind of warehouse.
They
place.
definitely did that while we were in. Oh, no,
That's when they moved to Collindale. Yeah, they moved to Collindale when we were in Japan.
So Captain Crispy says, what was the hardest gameplay element to program and why?
Bosses.
Bosses, yeah.
Bosses.
Bosses
Yeah.
just because they just do so many things.
They're all individual.
Well, which one in
Yeah.
particular?
All of them.
Yeah.
I think maybe the. No, I think they're all hard.
They look so simple, right? Like that, I mean, but the amount of control and cinematics and basically just done by one person for each boss.
Right,
We didn't have like concept artists or like stuff like that. It was just us. They said make a boss for this stage, and then we had to make the boss for that stage and come up with the ideas for it, and they come up with some stuff and some models as we got going, but it was a very iterative process.
So they just gave you kind of free reign.
Roughly, there were a couple of things that they had clear ideas that they wanted for, like the Space Armada stuff and things like that. But in general, most of the bosses were pretty much created by us.
Right.
Basically, just throwing the ideas in there, and then they would kind of tune the ideas a bit and to round them off a bit, and then iterate even more, and give us a really, give us a headache over making these bosses really good.
Oh, okay.
The other thing that I remember being hard was.
So which one? Which key was fire? That one. And that's boost, and that's break.
That's break, that's bomb.
Okay.
If you're just tuning in with us,
Don't forget to do the spinny thing to collect the lasers.
if you're just tuning in with us, I'm
yeah.
sitting here with
The
Dylan and
spinny
Giles, the original programmers.
spinny thing.
They literally have no idea how to play this game.
The spinny thing. Don't forget to do the spinny thing to deflect lasers.
Oh, that's the barrel roll, isn't it?
Yeah, the barrel, the infamous barrel roll.
So Ravenworks says, for you, Giles, why do only 3 ships go down the tunnel in the intro? But there's more ships.
There should be 4, right?
Should be 4.
Oops.
But
But
I think there are 4, aren't there?
hey, I'm just reading the
Really? I
question.
thought there were 4. Oh, I don't know. So
no,
do we
one
find
of them's already gone out,
Oh, right.
I think.
Oh, that's how you're justifying it.
Maybe we can play that again, I don't actually remember.
Oh shit, the Y's are reversed. The Y's reversed.
I think you did the space thing, didn't you? I remember you did a lot of space.
Asteroids and stuff. I remember doing a lot of
stuff,
asteroids. I need to spin more. I need to do my barrel more.
Why are you inside?
There's a, I think that, which key is it?
Did you do that on purpose?
No, it's the default.
The select?
Yeah, but select doesn't work. Why not?
That's not select.
So,
That one.
so
Oh, there we go.
DX Daedalus says, who designed the levels, the director or the programmers?
Both.
Yeah, sort of combination.
So it's actually how did this work? You are not actually moving, are you?
Yeah, it kind of. It's all time based, isn't it? It's all time based.
The objects come towards you, and the
We're not
player isn't actually moving.
We're not physically moving them though. I think.
It was something weird like that, isn't
yeah,
it?
something weird like that though.
And
Yeah.
all the objects are laid out in this kind of massive, long map.
Yeah, all in script based as well.
Yeah,
There wasn't an
and
editor.
They were sort of roughly drawn on a piece of paper, I think, weren't they?
Yeah, this
And
game.
then
this
we'd
game is too
just go
difficult.
through and we'd figure out at this time there'd be this enemy, at this time there'd be this enemy. So it was all
Gotta get his head. Gotta get his head.
So,
How the hell do you aim in this game?
so the question got lost, I think, but why couldn't you do first-person view in the first level?
I think because of the ground perspective.
Yeah.
Because the ground is done with the BG mode of the Super Nintendo, and so we can't change it. But in space you don't have the ground, right? And so you just got a rotating background, and it's at an infinite distance, so you don't get that weird.
Why would you not be able to show the ground if you're inside?
I don't know. I remember there's some reason we didn't do it like that. I think that was the reason though. And then in this mode, there's actually a difference in the range. I don't know if anyone's noticed it, but there's a difference in the range you can move if you're inside and outside. And I think you can move. You can when you're on the inside. I think you can move further.
Yeah.
So you can actually move further left, right, and up and down.
So,
Yeah, I remember now because when you're
coming back.
inside, you don't feel like you didn't feel like you're moving very
Yeah,
much,
yeah. So you had
made it
to
move more.
Yeah, we had to exaggerate it. Yeah.
When you're outside, the thing that makes you feel like you're moving left to right is how much the camera is stationary. If the camera moves with the player, it feels like you're just not moving at all. And if it's stationary, then it feels like you're moving too much. So there's like this an in-between thing. And when you're inside, you don't have that reference when you're inside.
so I'm seeing a lot of questions about the
Whoa.
the famous slot machine.
Oh yeah, I did that. I'd implemented. I wanted to use this new feature of the engine, which was scrolling textures.
Okay.
So rather than just have static textures, that we can actually scroll them around a bit, and I wanted to do something to kind of show that off. And so I created a little test with a jukebox, and then we basically expanded it to be a full boss, but in the weird out of dimension layer stage. obviously it's a bit weird to have a jukebox in this kind of stage.
That was on the wobbly weird stage.
Yeah, the wobbly weird stage.
How do you get to
Exactly.
that?
You get to it from this stage, I think. But
How do you have to
not.
do it?
You have to shoot the second asteroid with a face on it.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and then you have to hit the thing that comes out at you. What was it? Was it Space Whale? I can't remember. There's something that comes out, and you actually have to hit it, right? I think. Oh, do you remember the chicken missiles?
I do remember this.
They were cool, weren't they? What the hell? Wait a minute, what am I meant to do there? This game is hard. Did you do this boss? Who did this
no, I
boss?
didn't.
Yeah. So I blame you then.
Sorry.
Actually, yeah, we should play each other's bosses, shouldn't we?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is he coming back again? Is he coming? No, no.
So do you guys have any crazy stories about like when you were in
shit.
Japan for the first time working for Nintendo?
Shit.
Did anything like ridiculous
Dylan's got
happen?
the bike story.
Yeah, that was a bit later on though, wasn't it? That one, yeah. I mean, in those days, EAD was very small. Maybe 30 or 40 people, maybe, in that office. Like, really quite small. And, on the middle bit. Come on. No, I can't get it. Why can't I get it? Hit it!
Spin.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway.
The old magic is there. So, back in those days, they were all trying to learn English and be kind of more international while smoking in the office and stuff like that. And I mean, when we were making this, like Miyamoto would come and sit behind Giles smoking, like cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he had this like cigarette hanging out of his mouth while he's like playing the game like this. Right? Remember that?
Yeah. Ash dripping into the
Yeah.
pouring into
Yeah,
the
right.
room.
And when they were, because Miyamoto did the
That's quite good.
it's quite good though. I think you did that, didn't you? The player controls basically were basically him and Giles, like working like that, basically. And I'm glad they banned smoking after that. It was like for Star Fox 2 and the projects after that, they banned smoking in the office, so it's all right. But that first year was a bit heavy on the smoke.
In a tiny room.
In a tiny room, yeah, it was a tiny room.
So, terrible 9-inch nails lie. That's a really strange handle. Asks if Nintendo asks either one of you guys to make a new Star Fox, would you do it?
Yeah.
If they said we get total
Yeah.
say and creative control, maybe.
Yeah, I think because
But
then it would work. Yeah.
This is such a Starblade ripoff.
It is such a Starblade. It's a Starblade stage. I think it's one of the first stages we made, actually, wasn't it? We were busy playing Starblade every night. So yeah, I think a lot of the problem with this game, we had a lot of creative say in the game. A lot of Nintendo games, they're definitely designed by Nintendo, but this game was really designed, and most of it came from ideas from our background of growing up in the 80s.
Well,
in England
what was
with-
Starblade for people that don't know?
Starblade. It was a Namco arcade game.
Oh, okay.
But it's a very fixed rail kind of shooting game, almost like you're watching a movie, where you can shoot some things in the movie. But it was very cinematic and lots of
This is you, isn't it?
great audio and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about this part.
I love tunnels. Yeah.
This is X.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Although I could do more in X. In X I had tunnels that kind of had curves and stuff like that, but we were using the BG system on the Super Nintendo to do the scrolling effect, so we couldn't really do curves and stuff like that at the time. But I mean, just because it was mainly we're trying to do a 3D game anyway, so we couldn't really match it to the polygons very well. But so we made it like an assault course.
So, Lenhard Euler, I can't say that name, said, did SNES devs have step-by-step debugging tools in those days?
Nope.
Very little.
Yeah. Very, very limited. Because we were using prototype development kits as well, because they were FX chip development kits, which were made not by Nintendo, they were made by Arwing, which meant they really didn't have any of that kind of ability. It was like a circuit board with just wires hanging off it. We're lucky it worked, really. So in order to do debugging, and it's all in machine code as well. So in order to do debugging, basically you just learn to write very good code.
And printfs.
And with no printfs, right? It's not even.
I think we didn't have something.
We had something to display. First we had debugging text that we could display, but we couldn't display anything back into the DOS.
No.
There's no like terminal, so we had to display all our debugging information on the screen. So if you have like a hard crash, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Like you
lots of
don't get any data, any prints, and so you learn to program without any hard. You learn to program so you don't generate hard crashes. In machine code, it's a lot harder than other languages for that kind of thing. But it makes you think very logically at the end of the day, though.
And at the same time, the hardware itself was buggy because we were using a new chip.
Yes, yeah.
It had a few bugs.
That wasn't helpful.
Used to occasionally just die.
Yeah.
So Patch 93 says, Dylan, when you say Star Fox 2 is supposed to have roguelike elements, does that mean the stage layouts for the planet surfaces and battleship interiors are supposed to be randomized every time you play?
No, the rogue elements is basically just the strategy part of the game. So kind of like the stages or the events change as you play, kind of thing, and the initial setup is randomized. And so every time, so in this game, for example, in Star Fox 1, you've got 3 missions: easy, medium, and hard.
Right.
In Star Fox 2, you have easy, medium, and hard, but then if you play it again, you get a completely different game. Like different set of events, different. So when you play, you can play easy over and over and over again, and not get the same game again.
Oh.
So with this, this is very linear, where you just get the same set of stages with a few secrets in there, but it's just the same set of
Are
stages.
you trying to die?
Come on, you can up, down.
I've lost my wings.
So that's the difference. So for Star Fox 2, they wanted to add like that kind of randomized replay feeling to the game. They did a pretty good job. I mean, I really kind of like. There's a lot of good ideas in there. Lots of platform elements. Oh, you died.
All right, pass the controller.
How?
So yeah,
First time we died.
back to
Like if we, this doesn't have infinite retries. It's a bit of an oversight.
We can just move to
A different aspect.
emulator version.
Yeah, we can go to hard, go to medium or hard.
So Commander Douche says, great,
Nice name.
great handle.
Why is it so Starblade?
In regards to Star Fox Adventures,
Don't know anything about Star Wars Adventures, but
okay,
yeah.
okay,
We needed one of these.
Yeah, this one. I ended up working on 4, but no Star Wars Adventures.
okay, all right.
I mean, sure. If I don't think there's a question. Oh shit! I was just
See,
laughing at
these
Giles.
are
Oh shit!
This is
You have to
quite
really
hard.
concentrate, don't you? Because of the inertia. Whoa! Because they got rid of this kind of inertia on the later games. Ah, shoot! No, those are mine.
No, they go up in the direction.
Oh no! Oh, you're right. No. And I programmed those. Oh no!
So whose idea was to add wing damage?
Oh god. I think that was probably Gucci, probably, right? You had to have some ideas to win the game. Yeah, but I think that was probably Egu-san, and maybe Miyamoto as well. That they wanted to put that
Actually,
little
no, I
extra
think
damage.
when you hit the tips the wings on the ground, you get sparks and stuff. That
Yeah.
was Miyamoto because he really wanted that sort of
That's maybe it's Miyamoto then. Yeah.
that thing. But
Don't shoot them. Just go in the opposite direction of the arrow.
You guys don't remember how to play it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we'll pass the controller to you, Mark. See how well you do with it.
The last time I played this was before you were a twinkle in your third eye.
Yeah. Again, hey, see, we're getting good at it now. It is a game where you learn. It's true.
So this is a question for you,
Get 'em,
Dylan.
get 'em.
Because you've played the Star Fox 2 final build.
Yeah. Well, made it. So.
Right. So will there be multiplayer?
No. We cut that out just because the screen space was too small. We tried it, but we couldn't get enough information to make it fun. So we said, okay, now let's concentrate on the one player and work on that more. So I mean, there was a version with 2-player working that was shown at CES, but it was a simpler game, so it'd be a different it wouldn't be kind of the same game.
Was the frame rate different? Or?
The frame rate we kept the same, but we kept it by reducing the amount of elements on screen and that kind of thing. So, but you did this boss, didn't you? I remember.
Why does it feel like it's going backwards?
Because you're like in the tumble dryer in the washing machine, aren't you? And there's a boss in Starblade which is similar to this.
This is the final boss in Starblade.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, watch out for those little lizard ships that come.
So you just stole wholesale from some stuff.
Well, this stage, yeah. It was a homage, you know, like we played that game so much. Yeah,
But back in those days, that's what you kind of did.
Yeah. Every game was a homage to the games before it.
So Ersh Bornley says, on the planet levels, there are white dots on the ground. Is that a tech thing?
There's a reason. No, I know. I was looking at this the other day actually, and they're all in a grid fashion, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know. Because they're free. They're kind of free to draw with the Super Effects chip.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember why.
Well, there's no caching problem, so it's basically the time used to draw them is just the time for each plot, and there's not that many of them really, right?
Yeah, but I can't remember why they had to be in a grid. I think we came up with a way of doing them, making them look random, but not actually be random.
Wasn't it the thing though back in the day with 3D engines, like on the Amiga or whatever, to have their grid of dots? Do you remember that? Like it'd be like every engine that Argonaut made had their grid of dots.
If you didn't have the dots, you wouldn't feel like you're moving forward.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the one of the tricks in the day that wasn't too expensive. I don't remember there being so many. So it's another space stage. I want to go to those other stages like Fortuna and Titania, the ground stages. But
this is the where you
oh no, it is a ground stage, isn't it? I remember. It's the one where it's the one where I animated the robots. It's a bit embarrassing, so I'll show you.
So, what was Miyamoto like in person? Did you hang out with him often?
We did actually.
Yeah, every lunch. Yeah, we went to lunch him every day. And of course, he was in our area. I think he escaped to our area, didn't he? Into our little room. It was like an escape for a lot of the staff. Yeah, to have a smoke. Yeah.
There used to be.
Do you think that room we're in was the smoking room, and they just kind of refitted it for us? I think. Yeah.
They just put the gaijin in there.
Yeah, and then they all came and smoked.
Good luck, fuckers.
Yeah. Then we all went to this shop called Tommy Mass.
Oh, I animated those. Look, they're so bad. They're so bad. And as a joke, Watanabe, the artist, left them in. He said, "Oh,
those walkers."
Yeah, those walkers. I animated them. So I was just playing around with the animation tools and created that animation, and they said, "Oh no, seeing as you made it, let's put it in." And now I can look at it 25 years on and be very embarrassed by it.
I think they're pretty cool.
That's why I did it.
Yeah. No, they're a bit wobbly. Even before you shoot them. Oh, did I get the twin laser? I didn't.
So, question about.
Sorry, wait. John's talking about Tommy Mass.
We used to go to a restaurant in Nintendo called Tommy Mass, run by two little old ladies.
Yeah.
And everybody at Nintendo or at EAD used to go there every lunch.
Every lunch, yeah. Packed out, wasn't it?
What kind of food was it?
Just like typical kind of Japanese.
Yeah, teishoku.
Yeah.
And pizza. They had really small pizzas. For 500, was it 500 yen, 200 yen? I can't remember. Yeah, very small.
If you wanted to find any secrets in Nintendo, you just go there at lunch, and then you'd hear like all the execs talking about what the latest game was going to be.
Yeah. There were no spies back then. Not in that little restaurant, though. It was quite nice. I like that restaurant. Yeah.
So Shaktra says, and I'm going to quote her here. Oh lordy, you guys are not old. Were you just out of college when making this game?
Yep.
College? What's college?
School.
Yeah, we're out of school. Yeah. Well,
we dropped out of college.
Yeah, I think I was 19 and Giles was 20 when we made this. So it's quite a while ago.
So when you first got to Japan, what was your drink of choice? I mean, you guys probably went out way too often.
We were talking about this the other day, weren't we?
London Ice. No, what's it called?
Oh god, that. Oh yeah.
Long
Island iced tea. Oh god.
That was so dangerous.
It was so cheap. And it had like five shots in it. So you had we had two of those, and you were just wasted. Wasted.
And then we get up at 8 the next morning.
Up. Come on, get that bloody tank.
So, at what point in development did the character/animal theme come into play?
Near the end, wasn't it? When all the characters started appearing. Do you remember when the first graphics went in for the...
Game over.
Oh shit. We get a retry though, don't we?
Retry.
Yeah, there's a retry. I think. Well, there's 2 retries. Maybe we don't.
Anything
We'll
happen?
Why is nothing happening? Select?
We can always hit the reset button and...
But wait a minute, what's going on? Why would it... Is it the controller?
Doesn't know what it does.
Are we blocking some text?
You
Is it
only
some
get
text by
one
Mark?
chance and you
No.
have to buy it again.
What? We switched another controller.
Those are all dead, actually.
all dead?
Those are
Oh.
all dead, yeah.
Oh, but we switched to one of those. And it...
Oh,
That is very weird.
okay.
Stop, wait.
Wait.
Okay.
We need to debug this. Maybe it's like Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
Wait.
hang on.
Oh,
There you go.
What happened?
You unplugged it.
I unplugged it and then it worked.
yeah, so who programmed the game over screen there?
Who programmed the controller?
I think this was crystal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
This controller
yeah.
definitely is bad.
Is that because it's... Yeah, I'm looking at that. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Oh shit. Oh shit, that is bad, isn't it?
What happened to Krista?
I don't know.
Are you
He's in
watching
Singapore. He's probably in Singapore, isn't he? Oh, he was in Okinawa for a while, wasn't he?
I think it's crashed.
No, it's still there. Look, controlling it. Oh god. Okay, so we've got 1 credit. How do we get new credits?
Start? Oh, no. There you go.
So if you're just tuning in with us, we're playing Star Fox 2 with the original programmers, Giles and Dylan.
One was the rabbit boss.
Yeah.
Someone asked about the rabbit boss. Which boss did they mean?
Yeah, what the hell do you mean?
They didn't answer us?
I think I know which one he's talking about.
Is it the one with the
Yeah,
two?
it looks like a rabbit.
That's on the hard. That's the end of the hardest mission,
And
isn't it?
is it the one that he kicks things at you? I think.
Ah, the one that jumps around, and does the little spin dances
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
think
Yeah,
that was me, wasn't it?
yeah. Is that a rabbit?
Well, not really, but
Yeah.
I suppose you could say it's one. But yeah, I like the chicken missiles the best because
Chicken missiles. Yeah. I think they're in the stage after this, aren't they? I think.
So the Megazone asks, was there anything in the game you wanted to add that didn't make it into the final cut?
probably lots of things.
Probably rude things.
Rude things like
There
what?
is
Nintendo
one
kind of
rude
frowned
thing.
upon that.
There is one rude thing.
There is.
Yeah. Remember?
Oh yes, there is one rude thing. The miming. The miming. Yeah, but we shouldn't say that. No, we'll leave that to
But
people's
it's still in
imaginations.
there.
Yeah,
It is
find
still
out
in
what the
there.
miming is. Send
That
us
wasn't
some
from that wasn't from us, though, was it? That was from them.
Yeah,
That's from
yeah.
that was from the animators. You know what artists are like? They like to draw,
penises.
basically yes. I'll let you say it. I'm trying to keep the stream clean as possible.
Giles is, for the person who asked, Giles is actually very small. He is a very small human.
It looks like a little miniature human at the
Why
back.
do I look so small?
Just because you're back, it's just perspective. So if I go back, that's well.
So,
Look,
Pat,
we can swap side. Look, now I'm small.
So-
No, you're still big. And
no, I've got a little head. Well, this part's big, but
Patch93 says, is the gold product of Star Fox 2 supposed to be harder than the leaked ROM? Or, can you tell us about the difficulty?
of the final.
Like,
I can't remember it really. I mean, it's been such a long time, but I mean, it has easy, medium difficulty settings. So
How
yeah.
did they leak that?
I think it was the transition when Argonaut closed down. And,
It's from Argonaut, yeah.
What I mean, it looks like the ROM I sent to Argonaut back in the day, so I presume it was that. I do remember someone chasing up after a ROM, way back in the day, and I just sent them some contacts at Argonaut. But I don't know, maybe I don't
Because
know.
this would have been pre-internet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was a long time
Probably,
ago, yeah.
Kits and that sort of
Well, the CS ROM was actually just stolen from CS as well.
thing.
Yeah, and just actually physically stolen. That's when they started upping their security. Oh, get that.
So, a specific question here from Wrecking Cannon. The final area of Star Fox 2 was called Astropolis. it seemed to be above a star. Is this star Lilat?
It
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
So what was the name of the final stage?
Astropolis.
Extropolis.
Astropolis.
In this game, in Star Fox 1.
Star Fox 2.
Oh, in 2. Oh, right. Yeah.
This is yours, isn't it?
Yeah. It's such a long time ago, but I presume it's meant to be the star.
Sorry, Reckon.
Because
Reckon
there's a scene where I shouldn't say the end of the game. Star Fox 2, right? So there's a scene.
He's gonna spoil the game.
Yeah, there's a scene that
Alright.
you see at the end of the game if you complete it, which explains that a little bit. So play it. And
You did this one, didn't you?
I did this one, yeah. And this is scrolling. So this is scrolling textures as well. And I use them to create the effect of the fire coming out of the sensor when he does his beam attack. I really enjoyed it. This is one of the final bosses I made. I really enjoyed it.
What, making it?
Yeah. This is one of the bosses I really enjoyed making. I think it's because I made so many bosses until that point. I just got so used to it that it was a lot easier.
It's not obvious that you're supposed to shoot his legs.
Go down.
Can you?
They do flash when
So
you hit them.
I've seen a few questions
that
about
one,
the.
and then it bounced off the ground.
That one, that effect. So I convert it to sprites. So I create a scrolling texture, and then I put a bit of a delay in there, and then I create sprites from the ground and made it disappear, and it kind of makes it look like a continuous beam. Look, see there? Look, it looks like a
Whoa.
continuous beam, right?
Whoa.
That's quite clever.
Yeah.
25-year-old tech. No, it's quite simple. Just simple animation tricks. But at the time, I was quite happy with it. You're doing well.
So can you
Just
tell
watch
us?
out when it comes to that. That's it. Go
Can
down.
you tell us a little bit about the Super FX chip and like, did you get to see it like as soon as it came out? Well before?
Well, I mean, obviously we had it in prototype form. Obviously to program
Right.
it in the first place. So we had just the first usable prototypes, which is what we used. And
They had lots of different speeds in it.
yeah. And it was, I think we first got them. Come on, do it. You can do it. Oh, no,
All right.
down.
Shockdress has this question.
Use a smart bomb.
Who programmed Commander Robo Boss with the huge iron balls?
What? He
Big
died.
iron ball.
So who programmed
What?
that Commander Robo Boss with the huge
What?
iron balls?
In this?
Hey, I'm just reading the questions here.
What? Which one's that? Oh shit. Don't make us laugh, we'll die.
Which one
Come
is
on,
that?
the boss with the huge iron balls. Which stage? We need to know which stage that is. Is it one of the early stages?
Level 3 Venom Boss.
Oh, that'd be you. You did level 3 Venom. That's the one with the Oni mask, right? Doesn't
The Oni was right at the end. wasn't it?
yeah, the Venom's
Oh.
at the end, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he have balls?
I don't remember him having balls though. Maybe that's another little thing they slipped in there. But yeah, the mask is like a demon, isn't it? Like a Japanese demon on that.
And he reappears at the end in a different form, doesn't he?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually Andros.
Yeah. Or Andorf, whatever they call him in the end, yeah. Oh, look at my little robots. Run, little robots, run.
So Cam Regal says, on machines, any insight on the design process for the Arwing itself?
Very low polygon.
It's kind of...
It's very, very low.
You couldn't really design a lower polygon ship.
No. And with nice shading. I mean, there was a lot of work on the color palette, like getting the right set of colors to make things look nice. And we have I think 5 shades of grey, 16 colors, isn't it? And then 5 shades of grey. I think 2 shades of blue with stippling. So there's some stippling. There's some lighting on the ship as well. As you see him rotating, there is actually a bit of lighting. I mean, it's not really up to today's standards, but it's some very simple directional lighting on the ship.
5 shades of gray, that's what people are saying.
Yeah, it's 5 shades, not 50.
Yeah.
5 shades of grey.
So whose idea was it for
Shit.
Andros's...
This game is too difficult.
For Andros and Star Fox to be a face?
Say again?
Whose idea was it for Andros to be a face?
The final boss?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Probably like Miyamoto was. Yeah. Don't think Miyamoto-san was involved with that level of stuff. He was more just like the 2D artist and the story artist, kind of story guy back then a little bit. So I think it's probably like Eguchi and Miyamoto dealt with that, the sort of overall, the arc, I suppose.
So here's a hypothetical question from Terrible 9 Inch Nails Lie. I'm just going to keep saying it in full.
Yeah,
could this game have ran on a Sega Genesis with the FX chip?
I mean, if the FX chip was on the Sega Genesis?
Yeah, is that even possible?
Yeah, yeah, probably would have. Yeah, there was I think actually Argonaut looked into doing that as a similar thing once they worked out they could do it for the Super Nintendo. And I think sort of behind Nintendo's back of it, but just as because they used to hack all the consoles as much as they could, but they found I think on the Sega cartridge, the cartridge didn't have the lines, the connections, to be able to do it. So one kind of cool thing about the Star Fox cartridge is the port itself has a lot of has like an address bus on it and stuff like that, and that lets you put a chip on the cartridge. But the Sega cartridge port didn't have so many connections, and so they couldn't add a chip to the cartridge. Because I mean, Argonaut was always hacking about with this kind of stuff. Like I think they even tried it with the Game Boy in some way, but the Game Boy didn't have enough lines either. But with the Super Nintendo, they just put enough on there that let us get away with putting a chip on.
Because Nintendo used to put DSPs and things on their cartridge.
Yeah, I think, and that was quite fortunate, really. Because I mean, nowadays, through cost cutting, that stuff just wouldn't be added. But back then, they'd already thought about doing DSPs, so they got it added before the Super Nintendo launched. And I think there were even it could have been even better. I think there were a couple of lines missing, and we had to change a few things about the way the chip worked. And if those couple of lines had also been there, the FX chip would have been even better. But we worked around the problems in the end anyway.
So, do you know how much it costs to actually produce the Super FX chip, or
no idea.
Or even an individual chip
I
itself?
think one wasn't it $3 or something?
I don't know. I mean, that probably includes profit as well, I thought. So I don't know what the
Yeah,
actual.
it was a couple of dollars.
Yeah. I think it added, so like if a third party, like a publisher wanted to use it, it would add like probably like an extra $5 or something to the cartridge cost, I think. Something like that. So I mean, it's a whole extra chip, and at the time it was actually quite an advanced chip. So it was a 16-bit DSP that ran at like the later one was like 21 megahertz, which at the time was not bad.
So we're getting questions from DX Daedalus about a lunch again. Run us through. You would go to this place every single day
Pretty much every day, yeah.
and have pizza and have.
Well, we'd have Japanese food as well. So, but it'd be a mix. You could choose. I mean, yeah, back then we were quite young, so we'd get a bit sick of Japanese food every single day. So.
I can remember the menu actually. So you got omrice.
Yeah, omrice. That was good.
Soba.
Omrice is. I mean, if you explain, omrice is rice with an omelette, sort of wrapped around it.
White sauce.
A white sauce spaghetti. Yeah. That was like a carbonara kind of, like cheap carbonara.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Mixed pizza.
Yeah.
Annotation.
That was quite nice. It had the boiled eggs on it, didn't it? The mixed pizza had egg on it. That was quite tasty, actually.
Who would you say is more fluent in Japanese?
I mean, about the same.
About the same, yeah. He probably knows more dirty words than me.
All right.
So I heard you had to do something very special to persuade Giles to come on the stream.
I did have to do something very, very special.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I saw some photos on Facebook that kind of sort of revealing. It was very revealing about your personality and the lengths you would go to get me and Giles onto the same stream.
This is why it's called Mega.
They both have seen me naked.
We'll leave it there, shall we?
Oh shit! I'm looking.
No, you're getting further than I am, though. I think it's because we're talking.
Does anybody else play stuff? Who's the best player in your company? Best video game.
David said he played it just 2 days ago, and he loves it. Yeah.
Do you think we should get him?
Call him the resident expert, not us, but like resident expert.
So we're gonna wrap it up here. Thanks everybody for
Did we
tuning
ever find
in.
out what the rabbit boss was? No,
No, we didn't. It's gone.
It's just gone.
But
I think it's the one that
to-
gives you karate kick.
just some last
with the foot that
questions.
comes. That's a rabbit's foot, I suppose, isn't it?
So some last questions here. Did they tell you that they were going to be releasing Star Fox 2, or was this a
No,
surprise?
big surprise and a very nice one as well. Made my day.
I wonder whose decision that was. I wonder if it was NOA pushing.
I'd have thought it probably
Japan or-
wasn't like anybody on the original team, anyone who actually had contact with me. I mean, Miyamoto-san will obviously know about it, but you know, I should think it's probably a very strategic decision. by
That
them.
did come out of left field, didn't it?
Yeah, great though, because like finally 2 years of my work can
It's
be
probably
revealed.
a record, isn't it?
I think it could be, yeah. I think there's a petition online actually to make it a Guinness record.
Well, anyway, thanks so much. Be sure to follow us all on Twitter at Dylan Cuthbert, at Giles, and at the Henry Demos. We'll probably do this again, right? Next time we'll be
No, we
drinking
should,
a lot more.
We should drink. I think when Star Fox 2 comes out as well, I should get Giles to play it because he's probably never played
No,
it.
I've never played it.
Never played it because he was too busy working on other stuff at that point.
And the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna have a lot of shots of whiskey, and every stage he has to drink one shot of whiskey.
We should have done that
we
now
not
with
do
every
that?
time we die.
Can we not do it at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Has to be 11 o'clock in the
In
morning.
the morning, okay.
Anyway, thanks so much,
That day's
guys.
gonna go well.
We'll be back. You're all awesome. We love you. Bye. I don't know how to turn this off.
Bye.
Stop streaming.
Go off. Be embarrassed for a little while.
Bye.